This is the game of Blockus. The point of the game is everybody starts off with identical pieces in their color. They're trying to get as many of their pieces onto the board as possible, or if not, as many of the individual squares, right? So this would be 5 squares. So I want to get that on the board more than I want to get, say, that on the board. To start the game, one player places theirs as long as it touches their corner, and then the next player goes, and then the next player goes, and then the next player goes, and so forth. So you're just going to be placing one of these pieces on the board. Now, the second piece you place has to touch your one of your pieces already on the board, but it cannot touch on the side, right? That would be illegal. They have to touch at the corners only. So that would be an example of that. Green could place maybe right there. Yellow would place maybe right there. Blue could place right there, right? This would be illegal because they're touching at the side. You are allowed to touch other players' pieces on the side, however. This is the same game, I just continued onward. Notice how these pieces are touching each other on the sides, but notice that the same color can only touch at the corners, right? And yellow, of course, has kind of snuck in here using his teeny little pieces to get into this wide open area here, right? It's blue's turn right now, and blue is having difficulty finding a spot to put anything because notice all these corners are kind of covered up and there's nowhere really for him to expand. In fact, I think the only thing he can really do is place this little one piece somewhere, right? But that's the basic of the game. You place as many of your pieces as you can, and then at the end you count up how many squares you have left, 4, 8, 12, 16, right, that kind of thing, and the player that has the least number of squares left wins the game, and that is the game of Blockus.